Express Pass here at Epic Universe is expensive. Like, do I get a hotel room and a shoulder rub with that? Sort of expensive. Depending on the day, Express Pass here at Epic Universe can double what your ticket to get into Epic Universe costs. So the question is, does it really save you that much time?
So today we are going to test, we are going to time, we are going to absolutely sweat it out in those queues during the peak of the day to let you know if an Express Pass at Epic Universe is really worth the cost of making that wallet scream.
June, it's hot, it's crowded. The kids are out of school, so the crowds are in full force here at Epic Universe, which is the perfect time to put Express Pass to the test. We tried to do this video a few weeks ago when the park first opened, and the crowds were really, really low. So we had to adjust. It is also Aubrey's parents' first time here at Epic Universe.
Hot, hot.
For those of you who are unfamiliar about Express Passes specific to Epic Universe, the Express Passes here allow you to use the Express queue one time per ride on specific attractions. There are 3 attractions at Epic Universe that Express does not work on. We have over in Super Nintendo World, Minecart Madness. In Isle of Berk, we have Dragon Racers Rally. And of course, I'm sure you already knew this one, but in Wizarding World Paris, Ministry of Magic, no Express. So it really leaves us wondering today, is a $300 Express Pass really going to save us that much time? Let's jump into Isle of Berk and find out.
What do you think of Isle of Berk so far?
It warms my heart. Makes me feel real good. This is nice.
That's just the Florida sun. That's just the Florida sun.
Okay,
Mom.
Florida sun. This is an awesome place. This is so good.
The first attraction that we are going to use Express Pass on is actually one that we don't recommend waiting for at all, and that is the Untrainable Dragon. If you've watched our How Long Would You Wait video, you know that we recommend showing up to the Untrainable Dragon as close to those doors closing as possible. That way you can just find your seat. There's not a bad seat in the house, and it allows you to avoid waiting out in the sun. But we have Express Pass today, so we're going to use it. Let's go on in. The nice part about the Express queue is it's under shade and there's fans going, which is a huge win for Untrainable Dragon.
Big win. Big fan of the shade, especially with the regular queue mainly being not undercover.
Yeah.
When you show up here and you're hanging out, it's nice to be out of the sun.
So if you do have General Park, show up just before the showtime and go on and get your seat so you avoid standing out in the sun.
But don't show up after those doors close.
Bro, are you ready for Untrainable Dragon?
Yes.
Who's gonna cry more, me or you?
You.
No, I've seen this enough times. I think I've kind of like vaccinated myself to the tears. But I think you're gonna go. Sorry.
My eyes get dim.
My eyes are leaking. Dad'll cry. You'll see him over there with his little sweat towel,
I'm just sweating. Yeah. I'm not crying. I'm just
glistening.
sweating.
Untrainable Dragon is a wonderful show as usual. It's fun to bring my parents so they could experience it. There were tears. There's always tears, let's be honest. And they weren't just from me. But this YouTube video is about Express Pass. So we're gonna hit up a restroom, we're gonna grab some water, and then it's time for some rides.
The Express Pass for the Untrainable Dragon, worth it. We got there about 10 minutes early. We were able to wait in some shade, and then we got into the theater before General Park admission. So it allowed us a little more time in the AC. It allowed us to kind of pick our seat, which was wonderful. So is Express Pass worth it in Untrainable Dragon?
$300? No. But it's pretty nice.
It was pretty nice. A bad omen.
It's true. But the thing is I tried smacking it one time, but hobgoblins combust when you hit them.
Is that how you lost your arm?
No, a monstrous nightmare ate my hand long ago when we were fighting dragons. Apparently I was delicious though, because it came back from my foot, so.
The first ride we're gonna test out Express on is Hiccup Swing Gliders. We have 1 hour until lunch. It's currently a 75-minute posted wait time. Express Pass, I hope you work. I hope you save us time. Let's go test it out. let the official timestamp state that riding Hiccups Bang gliders with Express today was a 75-minute posted wait, took us 14 minutes. I'm gonna chalk that one up to a win, but still, is Express Pass worth $300 to save, I don't know, what, 45, 50? I can't do the math on the fly. Is it worth saving that much time for just one ride? I guess we have to ride more rides to find out. One of the 3 rides that Express does not work on is Dragon Racers Rally. And right now, it is a 55-minute posted wait. We'll see if we come back to that and do it later when that wait time drops later on in the day. Because if I don't get Express, I'm not standing in that line. There's way more stuff to do here at Epic.
Dragons Racers Rally, just the operations, that load and unload process just takes a while, and there's only 2 ride vehicles, so the throughput on the ride is not conducive to Express Pass. But Viking Training Camp, you don't need Express Pass for Viking Training Camp.
We just took a brief hiatus for lunch. Solid lunch at the Atlantic. Time to get back to it. Time to ride some rides. We are fueled up and ready to go. And we've scouted out wait times. Now, we want to give you accurate readings for where we're at with Express right now, but also some rides are way higher than others. So we're gonna head over to Darkmoor, see about jumping into a little bit of Monsters Unchained.
These clouds rolling in have me slightly concerned, though.
Yeah, they don't look good. That's troublesome for any outdoor rides.
Outdoor rides might be a challenge later on today.
Something to note, though, that we did see when we checked in this morning is that Curse of the Werewolf is closed today, which would have been a ride that we could have gauged Express Pass on. We're not going to be able to do it. So it's either Express Pass takes forever on that ride or it's just like instantaneous. I don't know.
The limit does not exist.
If we hadn't just grabbed dessert at the Atlantic, I'd grab some Frosty Moon right now. So good. Now tell me though, if you're a Frosty Moon connoisseur, do you get it in a cup or do you get it in a cone? Because we have thoughts. I'd love to hear yours. What's the best way to enjoy Frosty Moon?
The correct answer is cup. You enjoy Frosty Moon in a cup.
That's not how you bought it last time.
Because of the mix-ins. If you're having a cone, the mix-ins are just on top. You can't enjoy the mix-ins down at the bottom of the cone. So the correct answer is cup. It is starting to be that time of day. 2 p.m. is hot. People are fighting for shade. It's hot.
Now it is hot. And
Did we mention it's hot?
There is a fantastic cold queue right in front of us. One issue we might have with testing this right now, the ride's only a 10-minute wait.
The pre-show might be 10 minutes.
Can we actually save time from that with Express Pass?
We'll find out.
Oh my gosh.
That was so quick that we almost didn't have time to film. So we got to the pre-show in under 3 minutes. So it's really, really quick. We got to the ride in just under 9. So I would have suspected that to get to the pre-show would have been about 10 minutes. So super quick. Express Pass saved us time. But now we got to go back out in the heat. So it's nice that it's quick. But when there's AC, having a little more time in the AC would also be nice too. Yeah, with Curse of the Werewolf being closed, Dark Universe is over, so let's go Ministry of Magic. Doesn't take Express Pass, but Ministry of Magic? Maybe?
How many is the maker's on the floor? Also, if you want to set anything down, feel free to set it down right over here. Okay. And you guys are going to come on up. Come closer. Do you often lurk in the shadows? There's a creature on top of your device. A friend. A friend. Yes. Yes. Friend. You may say hello, friend. Safe. Gentle. Yes, that is good. He is learning. A new creation of Victoria Frankenstein.
You guys are like brothers.
Yes, you are quite tall, like my friend. Yes. Quite impressive.
That's what I'm talking about.
A portrait altogether, friends.
You don't need Express to meet the bride and the monster, the Frankenstein. But it's a pretty cool experience. We do recommend getting in line early because it does get a little lengthy. We were first in line, walked right up, and had a pretty unique experience. I don't know if Frank's ever looked somebody else eye to eye like he did with my dad. No relation. We've done all we can in Dartmoor.
Yep.
Let's go over and head to Paris.
So far, Express Pass is awesome. Awesome. It saved us a ton of time on Hiccup's Wing Glider. It allowed us to get into the show super quick and get some AC. Monsters was kind of a wash, but it also allowed us to get us on and off, and it gave us time to make sure that we could get it done and get to Cirque Arcanu on time, because we have a show to get to. We have a circus to get to.
We just used our Express Pass to get in line for Cirque Arcanu here in the Wizarding World Paris. Now, as Ben and I have said for the shows, you don't really need Express Pass, but it is nice to be able to stand here in the AC and know we're going to be the first ones let in for this show. The wait for it currently, well, it doesn't have a posted wait time because it starts in about 2 minutes, but the line was all the way through the extended queue. So there's a lot of people showing up for this show, and it's hot when you're outside lined up and waiting for everybody else to get through the line before you. So I'll chalk this up as a win for the Express Pass for this show today. We'll keep our fingers crossed that everything goes swimmingly and Mom and I get to enjoy the circus for the first time. You guys just watched Cirque for the first time. What was your take from it? What'd you think?
I may have liked it more than the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was intriguing.
Yeah.
All of the stunts and costumes and creativity.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Sorry. No spoilers.
No, I appreciated the theatrical
Yeah.
design of
Was
everything.
it what you expected?
Oh, once we got started, once we got to the beginning,
Yeah.
yes,
It flipped the script on you, didn't it?
a little bit.
Yeah, but it's a good show. It's a really good show. And the Express Pass did save us some time, even though you kind of just merged with the regular general queue very, very early on in the pre-show. We have some more rides to go ride. You ready for Stardust?
We are very quickly reaching the rides that don't take Express Pass. Minecart Madness, Ministry of Magic, and Dragon Racers Rally. Which is great because after dinner, hopefully these crowds mosey on out and those wait times for those rides will drop. But we shall have to see. Yellow.
Green's my favorite color. Green.
We're going green. For those of you of larger stature, I just want to say my dad is able to ride this ride. We just sat in the test seat. He's 6'4" and he's a big dude. So if you're curious or unsure if Stardust Racers is a ride that'll work for you, measure up to my dad. See if it'll fit. Now that I've put my hair back together because it fell completely out while we were on that ride, let's talk about Express Pass at Stardust Racers. When we got in the queue, it was a posted 60-minute wait. Now, I would argue when we got in the queue, that wait time actually jumped up and we just weren't aware once we locked our items up because the security was very, very slow. Folks, you gotta lock everything up and take everything out of your pockets, or else it slows everything down. Today, using our Express Pass, it took us 50 minutes to not only get through the queue, but to ride the ride and get back to our lockers and grab our things. So technically, based off of the posted wait time and the Express Pass time, we saved 10 minutes, which 10 minutes does add up over the day, but still, it arguably could have been quicker if there wasn't such a slowdown at the metal detectors. So if there's anything we've learned from this, lock up all of your things. Put your hands in your pockets. Put your hands in your pockets twice. I can't stress it enough. Lock up your stuff.
Hi. And that gives Velocicoaster a run for its money.
We lived, and we'll tell the tale.
I don't know, April. I still think Velocicoaster's better.
It is better, but this one's closer than I thought it was going to be.
We've decided to take a quick break, have some dinner at the Blue Dragon before we finish our night, because there's still more rides that we need to check. How does Express Pass work? But on our way to the table, Ben asked me a question, and he said, how do you feel about Express Pass so far? And I will say, so far, Express Pass has been helpful, but it hasn't been as impactful as maybe Express Pass would be over at Islands and Studios. Really, the reason I say that is due to where you meet up with the general queue to get onto said ride. Over in Islands and Studios, you tend to kind of have your own line to go through for Express, versus over here at Epic, we're really noticing there's a point in time when you go to get on that ride or join that show that you really meet up with the general line, and it slows things down. And so it's been handy. We'll math it out. It has been saving us time. I think the real question coming up will be, how much time will it save us on Bowser's Challenge? Because that ride right now has been over 100 minutes almost all day long. I'm really hoping it'll pay off.
As Aubrey mentioned, like, you do join up with the general admission line sooner, and there's a contrast that I want to point out, and it's really the lockers. So at Islands and Studios, a lot of the lockers, except for like Velocicoaster, lockers are outside the actual queues themselves. Here at Epic, a lot of times you meet up, then go to the lockers that are in kind of the meetup of the queue, and so that kind of naturally slows down the process and makes Express Pass a little less expressy.
Those lockers are handy though.
They're big. They are big lockers. We just left the Blue Dragon.
Took a minute.
Blue Dragon took a little longer than anticipated, and so we are behind the power curve. We have about 2 hours left to knock out Mario Kart, Yoshi's Adventure, and Constellation Carousel with Express Pass.
Not to mention, I want to get us on to Ministry of Magic before the end of the night.
And currently, Yoshi's is in weather delay, so that's doubly fun.
No, Yoshi's is out.
We're gonna try Yoshi, make sure we get Yoshi's done. But also, Bowser's Challenge was at a 90-minute wait because a lot of things are in a weather delay right now.
So everyone's flooding towards the indoor rides. Oh, yikes. Constellation Carousel looks rough.
Long. And
maybe that'll pass.
We got a boogie!
When we used to play Mario Kart, who was your character?
I think most of the time Mario.
I feel like you picked Bowser all the time.
Well, that's
And then you'd like squish me and Ben, or me and Sam.
Yeah, probably not.
But I would win anyway. And Rainbow Road was the one to play. Yeah. You didn't play any of these.
No, I didn't.
And then when you went to bed later that night, played all of the characters over
he didn't
and
want to
over and
lose.
over again. Exactly.
Shocker. Ben did the same thing. We would play Mario Kart together, and I would beat him all the time, and he's not competitive or anything. And so he ended up playing it and playing it and playing it on his days off. So when I would come home from work, he would actually be competitive and maybe win. Mario Kart racing nerds like us, who is your go-to racer? I need to know. Put it in the comments. There's the right answer, and then there's a very right answer. So put it in the comments. We'll tell you if you were right or not. Fun fact, it seems as if we had our own little express group that went through the pre-show and down the stairs afterwards, because we're right here waiting for somebody to tell us where our cart's at. Like, that's pretty neat. And I think it definitely helped us out. We'll check what the time is as far as how long this takes overall. Again, 90-minute posted wait, but we're already about to jump in a car, so that's pretty darn cool. Express Pass did it for Bowser's Challenge today. 90-minute posted wait, we got in and out in 35 minutes, which is quite a time saver. We still have more rides to ride. We are running out of time before this part closes, so let's keep rolling. We got weather delays galore right now. The cloud over there is scary. It is big and gray. Ministry of Magic doesn't take Express, so I guess we'll go see if Constellation Carousel is open still. Because we can't jump on Yoshi's. And DK is also weather delay, so we are saving time. We are saving time.
This is the risk you take with Central Florida summer, is you're gonna have some weather later on in the late afternoon and evening.
I'd say that's the downside to the park getting more empty in the evening, is like you just don't know if it's gonna rain in the evening either, or like right now those clouds are
Those
gray.
clouds are dark.
It's hard to tell where like the fake skyline ends and the real begins because of how dark they are.
And like Epic Universe, there's a lot that closes down when the weather rolls in.
It's
There's
true.
a lot.
It's true. There was a point during dinner we were keeping an eye on things, and we were like, down, that one's down, this
Weather
one's
day,
down, that
weather
one's
day,
down.
weather delay.
You know it stood strong though. Monsters Unchained.
Oof, this after dinner time is just not working out in our favor. There's lightning strikes all over the place. Constellation Carousel is also delayed. So we've got Yoshi's Adventure, which is in a weather delay, and Constellation Carousel, which is just delayed. So the only other ride that we really have left is Ministry of Magic, and it's like a 2-hour wait. So I think our last ride of the evening is likely to be Ministry of Magic. Ministry is like 2 hours, so we're gonna fill up on water, high levels of motivation, and go ride Ministry of Magic.
It is 9 p.m. Epic Universe is officially closed. And I think based off of where we're at in the queue, we're about halfway there. It's been an hour 15. We've got a little more time to go. Waited an hour and 45 minutes with 20-minute posted wait. And we got the cart to ourselves, which is amazing. Now the park's closed, so we have to get out of here. Let's go wrap this puppy up and talk about if Express Pass is really worth it. Today has been a heck of a day with a lot of learning about Express Pass. We've ridden a number of rides here from the time generally the park opened till, well, the close of park. And the two biggest areas where we really saw the benefit of Express Pass were on Hiccup Swing Gliders and Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. It kind of helped us out when it came to Stardust Racers, but the way that the general queue line got connected to Express Pass today didn't really buy us that much time. But we saved quite a bit of time in Bowser's Challenge. And so because of that, it really allowed us to go and enjoy Ministry at the end of our night. But ultimately, is Express Pass really worth that price? Was what we did today worth $300? Ben, what do you think?
Is Express Pass worth it? There are a number of the hallmark attractions that don't take Express Pass, and yes, we did run into frictions with the weather and general technical difficulties. What Express Pass does offer you is control and freedom over your day, but it doesn't give you everything. So if for $300 or so, you want freedom and the freedom to navigate your day, Express Pass might be worth it. But if you're okay waiting an hour, maybe 2 hours for a ride, then save the $300 and enjoy a meal at the Blue Dragon or the Atlantic. We hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. Stick around for more Epic Universe and Universal content. Thanks for watching. Bye.